God damn, what? Cycle continued. Rory, I'm gonna have you walk me through all that probably after stream's over today. Alright, so what we learned yesterday is that after an extended absence in an area with a lot of really badass weapons, coming back to level 1, area 1, is a real humbling experience. We have been getting our ass low-key handed to us. I can smell you. Nope, I know you're next to me. We just gotta show this area more respect, that's all. We gotta treat this area like it's scary and not like we're back at the beginner baby area. Because we're the beginner baby versions of ourselves too. And the game is not frightened of us, nor really should it be. Alright, Zombie Ron Swanson. Ugh. That chest is making all the scary noises. Get out of here. Where's your button? Oh, wait, no. Where's your button? Real the oh, there you are. Trixie Hobbit. Oh, it's a slightly better version of the gun I've got. Slightly better version of the gun I was not thrilled to have. I think this area is clear. Like, finally, for real clear. It is nice that there's no longer any place this game can hide stuff from me. I feel like there should be a fucker, it scared the shit out of me. I feel like there should be a yellow drop down here, but I don't think there is. Hey, Alyssa. Oh, there's a drop down spot. Ice, good morning, dude. Good morning, dude. Thank you for your support in the subathon, my guy. You know what? I have exactly as many obolites as I need for this section. How's the game going this morning? Just started. Just started. That wasn't worth it. Nor do I think is getting a malfunction this early on. Not for the amount of obolite we can get out of that. But I am trying to treat the game with more respect today. Well, I am trying to treat the game with more respect today. Because it beat the shit out of me yesterday. But I also think it was because I was walking around the first zone going like what could this game possibly do to me? I'm a living legend. But with starter weapons against enemies that I haven't faced in a while, the answer is it can do quite a lot. And I am virtually powerless to stop it. So I am choosing to dial back my ego here and show up hat in hand, hoping for a better showing. It is nice to be back on Returnal, though. Playing It Takes Two and Nier. Playing It Takes Two and Nier. The button layouts are all different for what buttons, especially what buttons do dash. Which means that I'm constantly taking damage or falling because I'm hitting the wrong button combinations. So it's nice to be on the game that, like, for whatever reason, like dash and, you know, dash and jump and interact all make sense here, because maybe just because of the amount of time we've been playing it and the fact that it's the first game we play in the mornings. It feels more comfortable. I feel like I'm having to brute force my sense memory on like Nier and It Takes Two. Yeah, moving from Returnal to Hades, you're just like, what the hell? Spit Mob Blaster. That's just the shotgun. No, I'll stick with homing missiles. That's the homing missiles are chunking enemies faster. I don't know what hit me. There are fucking body you. Oh, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. I'm down here now. Ugh. A pretty good haul. Oh, there's an angry something out there. Nope. Hooray! We have successfully run like cowards. What's my gun here? The thermogenic launcher with bonus damage, explosion radius, and reload speed. I have never unlocked easy to use. Let's unlock easy to use. I feel like if there's a time to do it, that time is now. Hey, Alicane, good morning. What's on the docket for today? We have Returnal, because I'm just not done with this game. That's pretty good. We have Returnal, and then after Returnal at noon, we have Taffing Tuesday, No Build Fortnite with Justin and Alex from Madrinas. And then after that, I don't know. I guess we just either commit to starting the next run of Nier Automatic Tomato so I can be a sad robot, or whatever the fuck was going on there. Or we pick something to fill the afternoon slot that makes us happy. This is true. Standing reminder, Epic currently has Death Stranding for free as its free game. I don't know anything about Death Stranding, but I do know that I think it's on the list, so I'll be playing it at some point. And if it's not on the list, I think it will be soon. I guess we should acknowledge that all told for 8 days of subathoning chat, your grand total came to $21,633. They don't have really, really big ticket prizes this year for St. Jude. They've got the shirt, they've got the mouse pad, they've got the hoodie, and they've got a bag, which frankly I might keep. It's white and it looks very pretty. I might pass. I've got a handful of other old St. Jude backpacks I might pass on to y'all. The top 250, which I have to assume will be in, get a St. Jude skateboard deck. I don't know if any of y'all are skaters, but I'll pass that on to you. And then the top 100 get a St. Jude LED light. I'm not sure if that's a projection light. I guess it would be. It's not like neon or something, which is cool, I think. I don't know. We'll probably get that too, I would imagine. But there's no like big ticket item for. We didn't even think about these this year. We didn't like. That's kind of impressive. Normally I use these as bait, where I'm just like, in another couple $100, Chad, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna give it away to you. There's no big ticket thing like a chair or a drop keyboard this year or headphones. I don't know exactly how or why that's come to pass. Because it used to be you get like SteelSeries headsets or HyperX, not HyperX, DX Racer or the whatever Labs chairs. They had Herman Miller Aerons one year, and we just missed out on that. But anyway, most of that, I say most of that, the deck, potentially the mouse pad, and maybe the light too. I don't know exactly what that is. I'll pass on to y'all. Otherwise, there's really not much in the prize package to give away this year. The hoodie's going to show up as a small for Amber or the boys, and the t-shirt's going to show up as an XL for me. So I'll definitely pass on the skateboard deck. That would just, at best, be a decorative piece of wall art for me. I would love to pass that on to somebody who can actually take it out into the world and ride it until it breaks, as is the skateboarding deck badge of honor. When we get your hand-me-downs, hey, listen, it's either that or I can take them to Goodwill, and someone else can get my favorite backpack of the last 2 years, which doesn't even look like it's been used. There's a messenger bag that I quite literally have never used that I'm trying to convince Amber to use because it looks so fucking good. But if she's never going to use it, I will 100% pass that on to y'all too. I tried to dash, but I didn't have it. This guy is fucking me up. Fucking parting shot. I'd like to get enough health to not feel scared anymore. Alright, that's enough of that. I'd like to get easy to use buffed up, but then I want to change to this because it has the Silphium extractor and Tracker Swarm as its alt fire. And that's pretty good. Hello? That means that as we're running along, there's a better than average chance we're going to get Silphium dropped from our enemies. There's a lot of it in here, thank God, because we got roughed up. That said, because we're using it all to heal, we're not using it to get stat increases, which is bad. Yeah, there, finally. Tracker Swarm is very, very good. So decide. Hey there, Taffy in chat. Usually just lurk, but feel obliged to say hey as I am currently halfway through a pot of that sweet, sweet Madrinas Taffine. One of my favorite beans to grind up. Soda side. Thank you so much. Yeah, it, like, honestly, you know, I try really hard not to take, like, I don't want to be like, yeah, you know what, I really outdid myself in the coffee game. You know, the only reason that is as good as it is because my name could fit into the word caffeine, which wasn't even my idea, it was Chat's back in the day.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
And then I went to Madrinas and said, I guess give me something really caffeinated. And they're like, how do you feel about light roasts? And I was like, I've never had a light roast in my life. And they were like, do you trust us? And I was like, yeah, sure, y'all are the coffee people. They came back with taffine, and I was just like, holy shit, this is quite literally the best coffee I've ever had. I'd never had a light roast before, so like part of it was I discovered that I'm a light roast guy. Part of it was that I discovered I'm a light roast guy. Oh shit. And part of it was that you know, I discovered it was the fact that they were like, hey man, if you do this coffee right, it will make it taste better. And I was like, what do you mean? And like, for example, do you own a French press? And I was like, what is that, like a hooker? And they're like, no, you dumb shit. It's a pot you make coffee in. And I was like, I got that. It's oh god damn. I was like, I got that. It's a Mr. Coffee. It says so in the name, way more than French press, which sounds like a position. And so they took their time and actually taught me what the hell, like how to drink coffee, which can feel real, pretentious. Every bit as pretentious as like wine. But like with wine, I learned, I was like, damn, there is something to some of this. I was like, some of this is still pretty fucking pretentious. But generally speaking, yeah, like the I haven't gotten into like the full pour over stuff. I haven't gotten into like the pour over stuff or anything like that. And I've only in recent memory started to get into like the nitro brew and the, you know, the cheese foams and all that kind of stuff. But like, damn, yeah, having freshly ground taffine in a French press fucking opened my eyes. First coffee I'd had in probably 15 years that was so good that I felt like putting sugar or cream in it was offensive to me. I was only a dark roast person for the longest. It's hitting my stomach super hard. To tone back days being sick, I'm switching to light roast. Yeah, I've, you know, caffeine's, it's fucking excellent. And I really appreciate that I remembered from our last stint with them what taffine tasted like, and they were patient enough with me to go through 3 different roastings because I kept coming back and saying it's not right. And they brought it back and I was like, closer, it's not right. And so they kept making it differently until I came back and said, this is what it tasted like before. Good job, we nailed it, ship it. And I'm glad they were patient, but I'm glad they listened to me, but I just learned the light roast has more caffeine than dark roast because the darker roast, the more it's roasted, the more the caffeine's burned out. Yeah, that's what they taught me too. I had no idea. Nate and Heather had an extra bag of taffine they gave me after I had mentioned not trying it out. It was pretty tasty, to be honest. I used it in my espresso maker for lattes, which is not necessarily the best way, but I still liked it. Beryl, good morning. Nate, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Darkoso's here. Darkoso's been here off the rip. It has been unnerving because I know what time it is there. Ah, shit. Nope. Fucking Ghostbusters, bitch. I'm getting pissed off at how much these guys are hitting me. I can't hit them. They're in-game bosses. Fuck you, rocket launcher. Fuck you now and forever. Your floaty, sad-ass rockets. Oh, Christ. Just run away. Stationary targets are good. Oh yeah, dude, Nate, Lauren got a new job, new position, pay bump. My man's out here killing it. Still open. Noah drops. Why did Noah drop 6120? It's a very specific number. I still have the alerts up. I just don't have the timer and whatnot on. I hate how quickly I may have to use this goddamn astronaut. Signing in to my dad. I should keep this up just in case. Ha ha ha. That's sorry. That's like that was me actually laughing because it turns the donation number into $21,694.26. So it's $21,694.20. I get it. I'm with you. That number makes more sense now. I follow. Morning fam, says Noah. Got it. Hold on. Let me, so that everybody else can see. There we go. 29,69,420 or 21,69,420. I get it. What's going on, Noah? You missed it. I was actually grudgingly singing your praises this morning. And I mean grudgingly. What did I do? I said, I told chat, I was just like, you know, Noah talks so much mad shit. I'm exaggerating here, but like, Noah talks so much mad shit about like, oh yeah, you know, ultimately I think I probably could have gone pro except for I had this thing with my shoulder, and like, oh yeah, did you know that when I was younger, Aaron Judge used to call me for tips on how to swing the bat better and la 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 la, and I was like, that's got to be bullshit. Some of that's got to be bullshit. This is this man just dislocating his shoulder, jerking himself off about what an athlete he used to be. Dude looks like a 6'3" tall Keebler elf. I don't think I don't think he would hit a fucking all-you-can-eat buffet. Any, you know, this dude hits an all-you-can-eat buffet harder than he hits a baseball. And we got to golf, and you were just like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see how I do, because I'm just a natural fucking talent. And you're like, all right, hit the fucking ball, guy. Just hit the ball. And then you were the only one of us to hit over 200 yards. And consistently we're just cranking fucking John Daly drives down the range. I was like, fuck, man. Noah might have been a talented athlete, and it like like I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. Don't like that at all. Don't like that you might not be full of shit. Oh yeah, to be completely clear, Nate, I didn't show up to this thing thinking like I might just be like a 43-year-old prodigy. I know that at my age, Tiger Woods is struggling with golf. But I think I might be able to just piece this together based on sheer determination and will. I was saying earlier, bowling and golf, for me, the best I can hope for is to show up and have a nice time. You know, like I make no bones about it. I don't pretend to be anyone or anything other than I am. Golfing and bowling, I just show up and try my best and hope to enjoy myself. Period, full stop. But there was definitely a part of me that hoped that Noah would have oversold himself. That hoped Noah would have oversold himself. And then he shows up last night and starts ripping it down the range like Rory fucking McIlroy. And all I could do is kind of like... give the sky one of these, like... Noah was the only person last night in our bay who consistently ripped drives where I just went, holy shit. I had a couple where I just closed my eyes, swung blind, and got lucky. But goddamn, dude, you were crushing the shit out of the ball last night. It was genuinely impressive. I am angry at how impressive it was. This is not costing me anything. These are free, right? Dude, I'm obsessed with the Top Golf now. I downloaded the app, logged in. Here's my stats. 205 yards on the first game, 204 on the second. Topped out at 153 miles per hour off the tee. I think I'm a top golfer now, and I kind of hate it. It was fun. I don't think I would ever really want to see my stats. I don't want to see my Top Golf stats any more than I want to see photographs of me in full profile without my gut sucked in. Oh, I only got to pick one. I would have very clearly taken the health. Oh, well. Nullification sphere is not so bad either. Yeah, I don't know. Until I actually have somebody take a moment and teach me the legitimate mechanics of golf. Because I'm just doing it based on what I've seen on Tiger Woods golf. But until I had somebody who legitimately knows what they're talking about teach me a little bit about golf, I don't think I want to see the consequences of my fun night out. There we go. Tracker swarm, silphium extractor. This is where we potentially start stockpiling a little health. How about a batting cage? I fucking love batting cages. I'm not nearly as bad at batting in real life as I am at batting in MLB The Show. To be completely fair, in a batting cage, I'm seeing very few 95 mile an hour fastballs followed by a 71 mile an hour fucking slider. You know? To be completely fair to me, there's not a lot of high heat followed by 12-6 curves. I have yet to see a 53 mile an hour knuckleball from a batting cage. Oh, bud, that'd be fun. I gotta say though, my body's getting to the point where, like, instead of ripping dingers, the same way one would rip a bloodline, snorting blood rails. But instead of ripping dingers, there's a part of me at 43 that is just excited about solid contact. Hitting a ball in such a way that I feel like I've crushed a home run swing anymore doesn't feel realistic. I feel very happy for line drive base hits. Keep the legs and arms straight through the swing and overlap your left index finger with right pinky. Left index, right pinky. Oh, like that? Like. See, the problem is like, I took a very crouched swing at it, which I knew wasn't right, but like, yeah, I probably should have taken the time. I don't think the club was long enough for me to have done a straight up and down, like what I imagined a real golfer would look like. Like a straight up and down with my arms locked out. I got long arms. But I don't know that I have long, I don't know. You know, doing my best based off of just watching what golf looks like. The way an alien would try. The way an alien would try to describe golf based on like watching one afternoon of it. How tall am I? I am like 5'11" and change. Not quite 6 foot. I did pull something between my shoulder blades last night. It hurts. Standard club should be fine. Fair enough. In that case, I just need to correct my form, and I've never had a reason to give a shit. Oh, I don't like this. Fuck me, dude. This guy sucks. And I hate him. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's just being a dickhead. Yeah, he's back there. I'm content to let this guy just fucking be for a minute while I look around for help. That said, I can't just ignore him, because once he gets line of sight again, he's gonna dunk on me. Yep. Oh, no, who are you? Oh shit, I think I actually got him over. Nope, I didn't. He's still back there. Where's this health I'm looking at here? Here we go. I'm not too proud to do this shit on the fly. This sound makes me scared. I would have no problem getting like legitimately technical with golf. I just don't think I have the time or the money for it. I've never like held my nose at golf. Oh, he's in a different room. Just let the poison do its work. I've never like held my nose at golf. I cracked a lot of jokes at golf's expense last night. I mostly cracked a lot of jokes at old white men's expense last night, and I refuse to apologize for that. But the only reason that I've never gotten into it was just because I don't have the time or the money. Yeah, the game itself is incredibly difficult. And expensive. I wanted to play golf when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure... in retrospect... Okay, this is gonna be kind of a weird one, but go with me on this, alright? I'm pretty sure my parents saved me from a pedophile. I don't remember exactly why he was around our family, but there was a dude. Oh god, active reload, right. There was a dude that I vaguely remember being around our family who was like this old guy that like I was like 17 and we were dirt poor. And there was this dude who like showed up one day and was like being real chummy with our family. And I remember at one point like he showed me a set of golf clubs and I was like, ooh, a new sport. I'm excited for a new, I was like, a new sport is exciting to me. I'm young, I'm virile, my body does stuff now just because I feel like it. Oh no. We were in here with the right weapon for it, that's for sure. But yeah, I was like, I'm young, I'm virile, my body does stuff. I'm so excited. I'm gonna learn a new sport. And this guy was like, yeah, man, if you really want, at any given time, if you want, I'll take you out. This dude was like in his late 50s, early 60s. Had the weirdly polished appearance of an old guy, like you would imagine he plays golf. He's like, yeah, I'll set you up with a set of clubs and we can go out and hit the links and I'll teach you how to play golf. And I told my parents, I was like, isn't that great? In my mind, I was like, look at this free thing I'm getting. What is heart? In my mind, I was like, look at this free opportunity that's coming my way. And my parents, I remember my parents both simultaneously being like, absolutely not. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's not gonna like incur us any fees. This guy says he'll give me clubs, he'll pay for the greens fees, you know, he'll take me out there and bring me back. You guys won't even have to leave the house. We can go out there alone, all by ourselves. Maybe even sneak me a beer. And my parents were just like, abso-fucking-lutely not. No, never, not in a million years, nope. And I was just like, why don't you want me to have fun? And they were like, you got a funny definition of fun. You're in good shape. You might even be in good enough shape to fight off this dude's advances. But yeah, not after a roofie or after a pint full of Tylenol PM. And it just, like, it was so funny because, I say funny, but I mean weird. It was so funny because, like, yeah. It was like 1995, 1996. I was like 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. And for years, I was just like, damn, my parents just cost me an opportunity to learn how to play golf for free. All I had to do was go out alone, unsupervised, for several hours in the middle of nowhere with this creepy old man. And it wasn't until I got, like, on the other side of college that I went, oh, shit, they were trying to protect me from a sexual predator. Oh, well, shit, I wish they had just said that. I wish they had just said that instead of being like, hey, you know what? Maybe you should just trust us. And I was like, no, you guys make bad decisions all the time. Why would I trust you? You guys make terrible decisions, like left, right, and sideways. Do I want the carbine, chat, because it's more damage? Or do I want the driver because it's set it and forget it damage and I can get more health, but it's not nearly as much damage? Richie, what's going on, man? Good morning. You guys chose to bring me into this world. Why would I trust you? Turns out Topgolf has half off Tuesdays. Want me to book a bay for tonight. I am going to be at La Possum tonight, my dude. Tracker Swarm is very good. Yeah, you know what? I'm about it. I'm with it. I was basically just looking for permission to keep it. This early on, we want DPS that can happen while we're fleeing. We want DPS that can happen while we're fleeing. And we definitely want as much health to drop on the ground as humanly possible. So even if I fuck up the active reload, if I hit one shot in that time, these guys are taking damage. That's been my problem, is I just learned out that overload, essentially this game's version of active reload, I just learned that it existed. I had no idea. Ah, shit. Sorry. I tried to just walk over here forgetting that there was a ledge. Silphium extractor is so good here too. Yeah, that helps. And now we dunk on him. There's no fucking... Oh, there is a floor there. Hell yeah. Not a floor there, though. Oh, there's a floor way down here, though. Many layers. I'm going the opposite direction of where I want to go. Psychon was our savior in that. Nobody else knew, and Taffy didn't see it. And then I drove him from our channel, the way a shithead does. Good job, Ryan. I go 8 days without doing anything to majorly put my foot in my mouth while being exhausted on stream and brick it at the finish line. High fives all around. This fucking guy. I kept seeing overload mentioned in the game and I just had no fucking clue what it meant. That just ether. Nice. There has to be more to this than this. Is there not? Is that what this is? Something over here? Weird. Is there still a baddie over there? I'm hungry, but I'm so like kind of just tired from the week that was that I don't know how to fix it. I don't think we have any food that I really care to eat. Have I been up there? What is up here? Yeah, this is where we were before. Ugh. Just gonna drop down this way. This cell phone extractor is so good. Not to mention the fact that we have this shield. We have the shield generator, so every time we pick up resin, we get one free hit from something. And if that something was going to hit us for 1,000,000% of our damage, we just get that for free. I managed to blow through all my... Oh, this is awkward. I didn't see the bullets, or else I would not have let them hit me. Again, did not see the bullets, or else I would not have let them hit me. My vision, my spatial awareness right now is just ghastly. Oh, Noah. We gotta talk about your we gotta talk about your streamer etiquette. As long as you're here. I said something nice, now I get to say something critical. But like helpful critical, not just asshole critical. Retarget? Damn, that might be enough. You gotta work on your elevator pitch. I know you're not a professional streamer. As Stevie pointed out, you stream like 5 times a year and it's for charity. But like, we genuinely had a silent bet going on that you could kill off the last 6 minutes of my subathon without letting me get a word in edgewise because your sales pitch to the 1,000 people was almost 6 minutes long. Now, that said, I acknowledge that you were giving them the hard sell for St. Jude. I acknowledge that took top priority. But in the interest of keeping as many of those people as you can, we talked about this earlier, it is a 60-second elevator pitch where you have to edit the living shit out of your pitch down to, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing, I'm thrilled you're here, thank you, Point Crow, and then back into it. You didn't do anything wrong, but there is a cleaner way to do that, and it's only because I've watched so many streams, and I have bricked, and I have bricked so many big raids where somebody like Cobalt comes in with a bunch of people, and I've spent minutes going like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to have you here, and I'm so excited to have you here. Oh my, I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna call my mom and be like, Mom, I made a whole bunch of new friends, and she's gonna be like, I told you, baby, you're handsome and you're popular and people enjoy spending time with you. It's only been a matter of time. And the next thing you know is by the time you're finished, it's like that Sea of Thieves thing that I did. I talked for like 30 minutes straight as a drunken idiot to chat, undeafened myself just to come back and realize I was standing alone in a server. And I was like, where'd everybody go? And they're like, dude, they're gone. They left while you were talking. What you did was right. What you did was correct. You're supposed to acknowledge a 1,000-person raid. For sure. Bouncy projectiles, you say? But there is definitely a faster way to do it. Kizzle, good morning. And Clayco, welcome back. Yeah, I've bricked those up before too. I've gotten to a place now where like, Cobalt came in with a 7,000 viewer raid during Isaac's last expansion drop. And I was very proud of myself. Hey everybody, my name's Taffy. You may have seen me around Cobalt streams. I play roguelikes in the morning, whatever chat pays me to play in the afternoon, and I'm super thrilled to have you here. And then you get back, you get back into your content because that's what they're judging you on, right? You're right. They're judging you. They're deciding very quickly whether or not they want to be around you. So like, you're right to feel like you have to like razzle dazzle them for a second. But after the introductory handshake, what they're judging you on is, all right, well, let's see what happens when you're not overwhelmed by the size of it all. What do you look like when you're normally? And so like, that's been the thing that I've had to train myself on is, hey, thanks, happy to have you here. This is what it's like. And then you dive back in and you just really aggressively talk to them, especially the ones who talk are the ones you might be able to keep. So you obviously acknowledge new people who are talking in chat, but otherwise the lurkers and the quiet masses, the overwhelming statistical majority of them are going to very quietly judge you. But what they want to see is not the pitch. They want to see what the content is. But yeah, no, again, you didn't do anything wrong, but I was just like, there is a technical proficiency that we can add into this. I'm just gonna try to level up these weapons. This one's got bouncy projectiles on it. I don't know that I'll ever use it, but I might. And we are getting to the point now from a level perspective where we have to start considering leaving weapons behind. Oh yeah, as always, hey, can we get a shout out for Point Crow in this instance? That's an incredibly beefy raid, very generous. Hope your stream was well. What were you playing? Tell me a little bit about your day. And then that's a checklist, that's the thing. Big streamer acknowledged, good. Thank you, Point Crow. Hope your stream was great. What'd you guys play today? What'd you get up to? Tell me about it. Done. You can drop that off your list. Point Crow will or will not come back with an answer, but you're in a reactionary state now. Pivot to the audience. Hey, here's who I am. Here's what I'm doing. You caught me during St. Jude, so if you feel so inclined, this is Taffy. Taffy, say hi. Hi. We're playing It Takes Two. We're going to get right back into it. Thank you again to Point Crow, and now we've come full circle. Moving on. How much do you have to practice that pitch to rattle it off? I do mine every time before I go live. I unfortunately engaged in the shitty practice of doing it live, which means I genuinely cocked it up a few times. And the embarrassment of going like, dude, I rattled and prattled and for way too long. I had mouth diarrhea for way too long, and I guarantee you I lost people because of it. What can I do better this time? And then that's what I did. Would have been funnier if you just resub for this message, but it's still a couple of days away. Regardless, just know that all the subs are always judging you, always. I think I can speak with some level of confidence here to Bonkers and say that not a single one of you is judging me nearly as hardly as I judge myself. We got to the end of the subathon last night and Noah had to try to pep talk me in the parking lot because I was just like, man, I did so much wrong in that subathon. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? I was just like, I'm a failure. He's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, don't worry about it, man. Proficiency versus repairs. I don't know, man. I'm lukewarm on both of them. But there was really nothing in the shop either. I guess if we survive it, we'll just try to get something. I think repair is better as well. I'll just grab repair while we're here. If we have the extra obolites, maybe we'll come back and get the other one. But I'm definitely, the way I'm getting dinged up, I think it's gonna benefit me to get hurt. I'm getting hurt. So like the more repair gets done, the faster we get to full, the faster we get buffs and upgrades. Did that the first couple of raids. It was when I started practicing. Yeah, I mean, just like anything, I had an audition back when I was an actor where I was convinced I could just wing it and it would be fine. And it was the most humiliating day of my life that I could think of to date. It was pretty humiliating. I was convinced I would just be able to, like, summon it, I guess, the day of without doing a whole lot of practice. I was incorrect. And not only was I incorrect, but I made an absolute fool of myself in front of a casting agent. And I came home that day and had to have a real come to Jesus talk with myself about how skillful I actually was compared to how skillful I thought I was. And how much actual work was going to be involved in getting my talent to match where the talent was in my head. Because, yeah, as I had just learned, I didn't have, ooh, shit. I did not have nearly the skill I thought I did. I can do moderate. Hey. Yes. I don't really care for the shock bounces. Audition for the traveling tour of the Book of Mormon with one day notice. The casting director was like, you need to be prepared next time. Yep. That is soul crushing to me, because I like to think of myself as somebody who it's apparent that I put effort in. I'd like to believe that with the stream it looks like I put effort in, and I've tried most things in my life to feel like that. And so on those occasions that I've shown up and people have been like, this was a very unprofessional look for you, it is genuinely has been soul crushing. Oh, god damn, that looks good. That's it. That's the breakfast trio. That's the breakfast trio. That shit looks amazing. I need tasting notes from the three of you the moment you have time. My mouth is uncontrollably watering at the Twitter post. Whoops. That's my fault. Hold on. I didn't turn off my linking software. And I accidentally nudged it too hard. That looks so fucking good. Oh. You're getting in there with the injera and just scooping up huge. So like right there, let's see, right here is soaked in, there's injera soaked in like their sauce, in their like spices and sauces, topped with peppers and tomatoes and mixed with like onions. And then over here is bulgur, which I thought would not, I thought it would be like dense and tasteless like oatmeal is before you add anything to it. I thought this would be bland, like overcooked rice. But this was delightful as well, seasoned, curry-y, had a real complex flavor to it. And then this shit right here, there was the egg silsi, basically just a really scrambled egg mixed with like a tomato curry sauce and then topped off with chopped tomatoes. And you just get in there with the injera bread and just scoop it up and just muscle it. I ate this until I felt sick, and then I had some more, and then I went and napped. And then I woke up and ate the leftovers. So stinking good. Oh. Oh. Good grief. Good grief. Couscous is terrible. It depends on how it's seasoned. I think oatmeal can be very good. I think, you know, grits can be very good. But if you get them fixed by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it can be borderline inedible. Especially if you load couscous up with like herbs, fresh herbs. If you load curry up with, I'm going the wrong way. If you load curry up with herbs and what's the word I'm looking for? Citrus. I like a little citrus in there. Hit it with like a little lemon or lime. Or even like orange. Top of the dumb question, grits, savory or sweet? Savory. Almost anything you can make savory or sweet, I prefer savory. I can't think of many exceptions. Except sweet potatoes. I prefer sweet potatoes as a dessert. Shrimp and grits. Grits topped with an egg. Grits definitely mixed with cheese and butter. Sauteed onions. Sauteed peppers. Mushrooms. I think grits are an excellent delivery vehicle for almost anything that rice can go on. Yeah, I like, you know, I'm one of those people that when I was a kid, I thought Brussels sprouts were nasty, and now I probably eat them weekly. Is that a second repair augment? Sweet mash was good, but that sweet mash from every plate was almost like my mom's Thanksgiving sweet mash, which is more dessert than it is savory side dish. Now I feel like we're cooking a little bit. Now I feel like we're cooking with gas. We got weapons that are doing some real damage. That said, I can't apparently hit a stationary target with this while I'm moving. Just does not portend well. Rice pudding? I mean, well, you know, I haven't had enough congee. I would say the inverse of rice pudding is like congee. I have not had enough congee, I think, to say whether I love rice pudding. Love rice pudding. But I don't think I've had enough like congee or savory, well, I mean not savory rice dishes, but you know what I mean. Like savory rice porridges. To say whether or not I fucking love rice pudding. But that's not to say there's not a savory rice porridge dish out there that could change my mind. Yeah, it stinks, Lisa. I'm trying to think. There are some things, mostly for me, it's textural things. There are things, I was terrified that I was going to hate bone marrow because it looks goopy, which is like goopy and gelatinous, and just, I even if it tastes like manna from the gods, I struggle with that. So I was worried that that was going to do the same thing. But generally speaking, yeah, I fucking love bone marrow. I do try gelatinous things, and I do try wobbly things, but it doesn't take much to put me off. I miss sweet potatoes. My stupid diabetic body does better with regular potatoes than it does with sweet. I could easily give up sweet potatoes and just do white potatoes for the rest of my life. But it's a bummer. It's a bummer that you like them and can't have them. The RVA team 6K short of 50 grand. MD got in. Yeah, I saw MD broke into the top 30. I crossed 10K before 3,200 of the Masonic match hits. We could do this. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. I think we're bone dry on this side of the island. I feel like I have, we're about to roll out retirement.gg. It could be a month before we see somebody use that, which is soul crushing to me. But I sure as hell was not going to hold back the momentum of St. Jude and the subathon in the interest of trying to claw some of it back for myself. Purple Peruvian potatoes are, I mean, they just taste like potatoes, but they're fun. I can eat flan. Custards. Custards is where it stops being gross to me. Flan, creme brulee. Those I can do. Taffy, I'm cursed with slimy textures being off-putting. I love the flavor of cactus. That and okra nosuri hit so texturally wrong, and I want them so bad. Some I'm gonna guess that means no oysters, huh? I'm no psychic, but I'm gonna guess that means no oysters.